So on Saturday, Donald Trump returned to Butler, PA, where roughly 3 months ago he was almost assassinated by a loser who couldn't make his high school rifle club, but somehow mastered slanted roof technology. It was huge, so huge the rest of the media had to cover it. First, Trump returns to the scene of his near death and then opens with this.
We love Pennsylvania, and as I was saying, oh, I love that. I love that chart.
Yes. Trump's got charts while Biden's got sharts. Elon Musk showed up, jumping around like a human embodiment of the First Amendment. All it needed was Hulk Hogan tearing his shirt off or Kid Rock putting a shirt on. Crowd was even bigger this time around, and it's solemn. It was funny and, dare I say it, joyous. Now compare that to the existential prophecies of a future Trump presidency. A threat to democracy, dictatorship, chaos. Was there anything in Butler resembling that? Tens of thousands of people from all over standing together to hear speeches that painted America as a place worth protecting, where safety matters, where borders matter, where American jobs matter, where our leaders would actually put our country first. All things that a Harris presidency would make disappear faster than an erection on Bikini Day at The View.
Sense of the theme here.
That sentence started out so well. Tens of thousands of people, the people that the legacy media demonizes all day long, people who happen to be in the ultimate swing state, by the way. Who do you think, though, our media is going to blame if Trump wins this thing? Just listen to these chuckleheads continue to push violent retribution if Trump wins.
This is an increasingly desperate person who's preparing for civil war.
People right now in the Republican Party are, in fact, actively rooting for and inciting a split, a division in the country.
What he says he intends to do, and when he turns around and says he intends to use SEAL Team 6 or the military within which to round up his critics or his opponents, he intends to do it.
He's putting in place what he needs to disrupt the process and to create enough tension and confusion that you'll have people on the streets protecting and defending him.
What happened to him?
So you get the sense there's going to be chaos if Trump wins. That's the sense they want you to have. It's less an election and more of an extortion. And sadly, they may be right. There will be chaos if Trump wins because it'll come from them. What they're saying is, if you win, there will be blood, your blood. It's the mafia saying, nice country you got here. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it. At least the thugs from Goodfellas had style. Democrat fellas look like this. Think about it. Has Kamala Harris articulated a single original policy point? Sure, she mentioned not taxing tips, which she lifted from Trump like a Cartier watch during a smash and grab. She doesn't bother with policy because she doesn't have to. Because as the woman who babbles on about not going back from her own administration, it's always followed by or else disaster, chaos, a chaos they seem to be guaranteeing. We've seen their chaos in Chicago, New York, San Fran, and Minneapolis. Well, Tim Walz, he missed that one. He was busy fighting ISIS in Iraq with exploding tampons. Now, some of us might be a bit scared, but that's what they want. But you can't let them blackmail or threaten you into a Democrat win, because clearly this is their last sure sign of desperation from a side that doesn't have policy or history or even common sense on their side, only threats. But the good news, like Gerald Nadler's deodorant, it's not working. Tens of thousands of people standing shoulder to shoulder in a field that had the blood of Trump and 3 others in it showed them that. Trump came back like he promised. He didn't let them set the limits. They took their best shot, literally, then he boldly returned to the scene of the crime. Like Brian Stelter returning to steal from the CNN fridge. Trump showed up saying, forget it, the threats won't stop us. So it wasn't just about Butler, but the election itself. By gathering all those people in the same field where a weaponized nutcase tried to end Trump's run for president, Trump and thousands of others showed that this election can actually be decided on the merits and not under the threat of the left vowing chaos if they don't get their way. It's funny, the guy they're telling us will end elections and democracy is actually the one doing the most to preserve it. And tens of thousands joined him. They're ready to fight with a prez who has their backs every step of the way. So let the Dems keep telling you that Team Trump will end America as we know it. And if they're talking about the way we've known it the past 4 years, let's hope this is one time they're right.